Yo guys, Ableton Live 12.3 is officially here. Let's hop straight into it and check it out. So the first plugin from Ableton Live 12.3 is called the Auto Pan Tremolo. We're gonna add this to some E-piano here. Let's double click and add this. So it adds like that Rhodes left and right movement. All right, so it's really good for E-pianos. Just gives that life to it. Another thing they've added here is what we're going to focus on today is the stem extraction tool. In Ableton 12.3, we can now basically go in here and let's find an audio track, for example. First, we need a sample. So let's find a sample in the browser. That's hard. So let's left click, drag this into the audio channel. We're going to right click, separate stems to new audio tracks. Now we have these four options: vocals, drums, bass, and other. You also have this other thing that says high speed or high quality. We're going to go high quality, and I'm going to show you guys in real time how long it takes so that you know it doesn't take forever. I'm on a Mac Pro what is it called? Mac M4 Pro, 2 terabytes of storage, 24 gigs of RAM, just to give you guys specs on like the computer. But it does not take long at all. This is pretty standard timing. So it's going to separate the sounds, and it's going to also create tracks for those extracted sounds. Let me switch sides here. And it will, on the right side, you guys will see it. It will group them and it will separate these per audio track. So as you guys can see, it takes about 30 seconds or so, probably less than 30 seconds if I did the math on the timing here. So not long at all. All right, so it's on 3 out of 4. I thought it said 4 out of 4. Okay, so as you guys can see on the right side, it has a group, which you can just collapse like that, or you can just open up each individual sound. And let's hear what the quality of the sound sounds like. So here's the original. Pretty cool vibe. All right, so now we're gonna play it from the DAW, separated. Definitely louder than the browser there. So we can control the volume from the group level. So it sounds, now there's like a sound that I'm hearing. I don't know if that was in the original. I guess that was in the original. So this will really pull out details and you're like, I don't remember hearing that. And then you go back to the original and you're like, oh crap, it was in the original, but they've separated the sound so well. You hear them separated and you're like, wow, I never even noticed that was there until you play them separated. So that like sound, we got to figure out which track that is. I think it's on the drum track. Yeah, it's that drum track. I see. Oh, here it comes again. So it depends on the sample, as you guys can hear. And we can just mute entire. So let's say we don't want their instruments, we want to add our own. All right, now I can mix on the actual group. So let's add one of the audio effects. Let's add, what's it called? Like soar or roar? I always forget the names here, y'all. It's been a minute since I've been in Ableton. Now we're adding the effects to the actual group level. Let's pull up that bass. We can go back to our MIDI channel here and let's load up that E-piano, figure out what key we're in. Now I'm not gonna act like I know how to play off the top of my head. Let's add the Auto Pan Tremolo. And let's mess with it. What is vinyl distortion? I don't know what vinyl distortion does. Oh, it adds crackle. That's pretty dope. Let's see if we can find the key. I think it's C minor. All right, so now let's go back to the instrument level. And also with the sample extraction, now you guys can focus on the drum groove specifically, and you can just right click and extract the groove from the actual drums. If I'm not mistaken here, we can extract that groove. So if you guys have like a track where you love the drum groove, but like stuff's in the way, you can extract the stems and then extract the groove from the drums and not from everything else. And that will give you a cooler extraction. So what I'm gonna do is try to swap out this piano. There we go. Ooh, now we cooking. Now we cooking. Let's run that back. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Two, 1, 2, 3, change. 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we can play alongside of the songs and actually mute stuff. And it sounds like we're just right with the record. 1, 2, 3, change. Man, that E-piano sounds nice. Shout out to AAS. But yeah, now we can basically mix our E-piano in just right with the sample. So we took out their instruments and we're adding our own, basically, is what we're doing here. So theirs has all this like guitar wah stuff and this weird lasery sound. So I just muted that so we could add our own vibe to it. And just like that, we have this like lo-fi smooth E-piano behind that. Trying to think what other instrument we could add to this. I might overkill it though. I don't have a guitar to even pick up and play anyway. So if you, for example, if you wanted to extract that drum, you could right click, extract the groove. It will take its time to analyze. That crackling you guys hear is the plugin, the vinyl plugin. So we're gonna wait for this to extract here. Just a quick note, guys, I'm still extracting the groove. I know it's been a couple minutes now, so the groove extraction takes longer than the stem extraction. Just to give you guys hope to know that you can stem extract very much more quicker in Ableton Live. So some comments, you know, compared to Logic Pro's stem extraction, I personally think Logic Pro has the best sounding stem extraction. It just does something to the reverb and it just sounds impeccable. It could be the sound engine itself, who knows? I haven't heard any stem extraction that sounds remotely close to Logic, but you know, this does the job and it sounds like the actual sample. So now we can go back and we can go into our piano, for example, highlight the notes, and then we can commit the groove to this by choosing the drop down here and then just hit this little thing. And basically that will align the chords more with the drums so they don't like play. So if you have a melody, for example, you want more locked in with the groove, that's how you guys can do it. Looks like my sustain pedal. There we go. So I love that auto pan. It's just very subtle. It's not overkill. All right, so let me know what you guys think about Ableton 12.3. Personally speaking, if you guys want me to hop into Ableton more, I will. You know, it's not my workflow of choice, but if you guys want to see more Ableton videos, like the EDM guys, they just do crazy stuff in Ableton. For me, I'm just like, you know, I'm just doing basic track level stuff. But if you guys want me to work with Ableton more, let me know in the comments below. But what's you guys' favorite thing about Ableton that you love? It doesn't have to be a new update. My favorite thing is probably the way they handle audio is just impeccable. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. I want to thank you guys for watching. Go check out Ableton Live 12.3. Peace out, guys.